Hi friends! It's time for another episode of Create This Book. The first page I'm going to do is one that says Create Nostalgia. When I was a little kid, I had one of those Popple toys. You know, the ones that have a little pouch on their back, and you turn it inside out and they become a ball? I love that thing. I slept with it every single night. I took it on every vacation and every sleepover. Over the years, Popple got kind of ratty looking. His fur got a little matted. He got his tail chewed off more than once and had to be sewn back on. And at some point, one of my dogs just ate his nose completely. If this sketch is looking a little terrifying, don't worry, because it's not going to get any better. I decided on the other page I was going to draw all the other versions of Popple, so I sketched out 8 smaller Popples, but you'll see later that this was a waste of time. I decided for this big Popple that I was going to try and go realistic looking, which I'm not very good at. So I spent hours and hours making these tiny little lines of fur, switching colors, trying to make it blend and shade it, to try and get it as realistic looking as possible. In the beginning, I was feeling pretty confident. Look at it, that looks like fur. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the shape of him or this weird squatting position that I put him in. Something about it just looks off. Let's just get real close to this creepy face. I don't know what I was trying to accomplish with this shot. For the second page, I ended up erasing all of my original sketches and resketching them so that I could put them all in individual poses. Each of these different Popples have a name, but I don't actually remember them right now. These first few Popples look a little bit rough. I feel like I got better drawing them as I went on. And pretty much all Popples have the same shaped face, but no two of these drawings look alike. I also really struggle with proportions, so none of these Popples are the same size. This green guy is my favorite that I've drawn. He looks the most like what I think a Popple looks like. How many times have I said Popple so far? This yellow guy's face is looking rough, but I did end up fixing it later. After I finished all the smaller Popples, I thought it looked a little weird that they were all cartoony, while the larger Popple is my version of realistic. So I ended up going in and blending out all of those little hairs that I drew. It kind of broke my heart to do, and I'm not sure that it actually helped, but what are you gonna do? To fill in the background, I just drew a bunch of polka dots in the main colors that I used for the Popples. I'm not sure if I like it, or if it just makes the pages look too busy. I did go in with a black gel pen to fix all of the eyes, but I apparently forgot to record that. And here's the finished page. It's not perfect, but I learned a lot along the way, and it makes me really happy to see my favorite toy immortalized. The second page I'm going to do says create a page for stickers. First, I'm going to work on the background. I used pastel alcohol markers to create stripes shooting out of the title. You can see the print from the back of the page ghosting through, but that's only because the page is wet. Once the marker dries, you won't be able to see this at all. I have a new sticker book to try called Color Your Own Stickers. I'm pretty sure I got this at Five Below. This one actually has outlines already printed, so you can just color them in. I chose 3 pages so that I would have a lot of stickers to fill the space. I started with this happy little guy holding some flowers. And I went in with alcohol markers first to fill in the space faster. I decided to go with a brown llama again. I just think brown llamas are so cute. Maybe because they remind me of chocolate. After I filled it in, I used colored pencils to add a neon rainbow saddle and pom-pom reins. Wait a minute. Yep, it's Filbert again. I also used colored pencils to shade his fur and add some depth. I used the same process on the little flower stickers around the outside. For these smaller llamas, I used the same 4 pastel colors that I used on the flowers from the first page. I gave these guys cool rainbow sunglasses so that I could tie in the rainbow from Filbert's saddle. I really love the look of these neon colored pencils. I almost never use them for drawings, but they really pop against the pastels. After I finished shading the smaller llamas, I used the hearts and stars from this last page so I could really fill the pages with stickers. These stickers have a pretty thick white border on the outside, and I really wasn't feeling that, so I used a black brush liner to fill that in. Finally, it's time to put them on the page. I love how this turned out. The pastels are looking so vibrant, and the heavy black border on the stickers really makes them pop against the background. I'm really proud of these pages. They're so different, but I had a lot of fun doing them. What do you think? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.